Candidate pool for at-large seats on the Duluth City Council just doubled in size, with 2 more people announcing their candidacy. Lynn Marie Nephew has been a real estate agent in the Duluth community for more than 20 years. Nephew has served on several housing nonprofit boards and is currently a commissioner at the Duluth Housing Authority. In addition to meeting clean water needs in the city, the mom of 4 also wants to improve housing and address homelessness.
Just in my job every day, realizing the challenges of housing and looking at the field of candidates, and a good, strong voice in housing is just so needed. And this is just really a pivotal time for us in housing that I felt like it was just something I was being called to do.
Meanwhile, Miranda Pacheco is also running for an at-large seat. An ex-felon, Pacheco says Duluth helped turn her life around. She moved there to attend a drug treatment center and live at ACO's domestic violence shelter, both of which she later worked at. Now moving toward her social work degree at St. Scholastica, Pacheco wants to fight for people in need.
When members of our community are lost to deaths of despair, when they turn to crime, or when they are forced out onto the street, we all suffer. I believe we can do better.
Current city councilors Eric Forsman and Noah Hobbs are not seeking re-election, so there are 2 open at-large seats on the ballot. Jenna Yackel and Ashley Castaldo are also running.